गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतानं ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Please repeat. ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरो अनिराकरणम् अस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Hari Om, Hari Om. Let us chant from second mantra. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vacho havacham sa u pranasya pranaha चक्षुषश्चक्षुः अतिमुच्य धीराः प्रेत्यस्माल्लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाग्गच्छति नो मनः न विद्मः न विजानीमः यथा एतत् अनुशिष्यात् अन्यदेव तत् विदितात् अथो अविदितादधि इति शुश्रुमपूर्वेषाम् येनस्तद्व्याचचक्षिरे यद्वाचानभ्युदितं यद्वाचानप्युदितं येन वागभ्युद्यते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदमुपासते नेदं यदिदमुपासते. We were seeing yesterday that this assemblage, which is of the body, senses, mind, intellect, ahankar, samskar, agyan, this is not self-element. It has a borrowed illumination and it has a borrowed existence. Now these five elements are illumined by the sense organ. Therefore, this five elemental world also has a borrowed existence. All the world is only shining because of something else. And therefore, whole world, in other words, if I say gross body, subtle body and causal body, at a microcosmic level. At the macrocosmic level, the macrocosmic gross body is called Virat. Macrocosmic subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. And macrocosmic causal body is called Ishwar. All are illumined by something else other than itself. And therefore, please note, the illuminator will always be more pervasive than the element. Supposing the book is illumined, so light will be more pervasive than the book, otherwise book will be not seen totally. So only a portion will be seen. Because they are existing, so not only the six is deriving its illumination, but the six are also deriving its existence. So they have borrowed illumination and borrowed existence. I had seen this point. Actually, illumination and existence are not two. If conscious will be not existence, then conscious will become non-existence. And if existence is not consciousness, then existence will become inert. So consciousness and existence both are one. Between two people, there are two consciousnesses, but we feel there is nothing in between. Inert is there. But between two people, there is existence. Existence is there. But where is consciousness? Consciousness is there. But because there is no subtle body, there is no reflection of that. Then it doesn't express. Between sun and earth, it is dark. I give you the example one day. What you say moon, moonlight is actually sunlight. No? So this is sun, supposing. Which shall make a sun? This is sun and this is moon. In the night you see the Purnima moon is there. Few days you had Purnima, 2 days back I think. Purnima is there. But you see dark all around. But if in between this sun and moon any object comes, that also will be light. It is not dark. It is not, there is no light. There is no reflecting object. Therefore it is dark. Light is still there. Got my point. So illumination, consciousness is there, but when subtle body is not there, it doesn't reflect. Okay. So consciousness is existence and existence is consciousness. You can't separate two. I said one important point, that these six, 3 microcosm and 3 macrocosm, they are illumined by consciousness. Therefore consciousness should be bigger than all 3. Because illuminator is always more pervasive than illumined. This rule you please keep in mind. And illuminator will be before illumined. Fine. Illuminator cannot die, because if illuminator dies, who will know it has died? To know it has, another illuminator is required then. That the regress infinitum problem will be there. Anvastha dosh. So keep this in your mind now. I hope this is clear now. Very, very clear. Now from 4th mantra onwards, Upanishad is going to talk about it will talk about something which you may not like to hear. It will talk about something which you may not like to hear, but Upanishad doesn't care. Doctor doesn't care whether you like the medicine or not, whether operation is painless or not. When it is said, no, you will have operation, so patients ask, will you have pain? It is natural that you will have pain. The doctor says, little you will have pain in between. Later on you will be fine. I'll give you painkiller, so you will have less impact. But what he said, it is much more pain than what he had said. Then what he has said is much, much more pain for at least 2-3 days. So Upanishad doesn't care about what you think and all these things. It is bent on telling you the truth so that we reach moksha only. I told about Brahman yesterday, that all pervasive consciousness is Brahman, and also I told about speech. And the topic was that speech cannot reveal the Brahman, although speech reveals everything. Fine. And 8 parts from where I told speech sense organ called speech, which is pervading this part of the body. Right. I am now moving ahead now. So, yad vacha anabhyutitam, that cannot be revealed, because speech itself is dipping its power of powers of illumination from the Brahman. And speech cannot, if you remember, speech can illumine something which has jati, which has gun, which has sambandh, which has kriya, which has rudhi. Well, yes, I heard in Ramayana class. He had seen it here. So speech, now that consciousness which does not have any jati, any gun, any sambandh, any kriya, and any rudi, it cannot be illumined by speech. Speech doesn't operate in 6th area. It doesn't reveal. Second thing I told, because it is the source of the speech, source of the tongue, source of the organ of action, therefore it cannot reveal its own source. Gurudev used to say, he said, the battery, the bulb of the torch can't illuminate the battery. It is because of the battery that bulb is illuminated. If it takes out, it goes out and separates the battery, the bulb itself won't be there. So battery cannot the light of the torch can't objectify the battery. You can't say, I will lit the torch, but show the battery separately of the torch. That he is to give an example, I'm just giving. Okay, but my topic for today is not this. Today I have two topics. One is Upasana, there will be mind. What is said here? Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. You know this alone to be the Brahman, and not the one whose Upasana you do. Before I come to you, something you know about Upasana. Upasana. If you remove U and Upaste, so only Pas will there. Therefore we say Pas. Pas Baitho. So Pas word in Hindi has come from Upasana only. Pas Baitho. Not English Pas. He has passed away. Not that. Or he has passed. What is the difference? No? He has passed and he has passed away. Only away makes a difference. Please note my point. What is Upasana? Now the situation is little important. This is a consciousness. This consciousness is illuminating in front all six. All world, all macrocosmic, macrocosmic. And on this screen of the consciousness, all this dance is going on. Called the world, called the cosmos. In that whole cosmos, one small tiny body, one small piece of five element, like a sweet piece is there, like a lump of some mud is there, clay is there, or one chip of the book or log is there, of the wood, one small, very small microscopic chip or piece is, in that piece I put my eye, which is called me. That infinite consciousness, which is illuminator of the whole world, which is the illuminator of Srishti and Pralaya, dissolution and creation, is now as if by ignorance inside one small microscopic body. Kamal hai. Which I call I. This flesh and bones and calcium and phosphorus and nitrogen and oxygen, all this combined together, that has come here as if. Like in the dream you are all pervading, but you are identified with the one body of the dream. And this particular entity we call is now Jeev. Don't forget what topic is going on. I hope you are understanding. Now consciousness, the whole six factor, and in that one small entity called Mr. Raj Gopal or Mr. Dinesh Kumar. People call in house as Danny. So this is the I went to some place here only, I'm not telling. So I asked somebody, what's your name? He said, my name is Nuts. I said, what is this name? He said, actually my name is Natrajan. I said, Natrajan is such a good name. Lord Shiva's name is, why you made it Nuts? Although it is real, but why you made it Nuts? When you shorten something, it becomes funny. देखो इतना बड़ा वर्ल्ड है, You appreciate it, try to imbibe it. Don't make Vedanta difficult. Most interesting is if you are interested in it, you are very fortunate. I was in two minds whether to take this or not. I thought not to take, but I said, let me take, maybe some of you will catch it. Well, no, very good. I'm catching everything, good you took it. इतना मजा है उपनिषद में, तुम झूमते रहते हैं. This total consciousness, on that consciousness, time, space, object, star, moon, sun, all are glittering. Many times it has come and gone back, but that is same. That is I, huh? Don't think it is some alag, kuch aur nahi hai wo in some other space. But in that, one small piece of five element, very microscopic chip, that I have forgotten that and I have gone into this. And now I am living as one small person. Ka atma dabachati. Bhagavad Ji says, Kwayam Sharira. Where is this body and where is that self? And now I have a conclusion. I am inside the body. I am doing. I am enjoying. I have my house. I have my wife. I have my child. I have my husband. So much work is there. I am in the tense. If I die, what will happen? Who will die? And who was born? And whose son and whose daughter? Relation is between five elements. Is this son and daughter? More flowers are coming now every day. Flowers are increasing. Between five element relation is there, or between consciousnesses relations is there? Hello? Between two consciousnesses relation is there, or between two five element relation is there? Two piece of five element relation is there. One piece is called father, other is called son, third is called wife, three pieces of five element. What you call family, it is all pieces of five element charged with consciousness. That's it. Imagine reflections are there. You call it relation there. You call it mind there. ये कोई बात हुई? तमाशा बना के रखा है? ये कहाँ? Who is whose? Who is whose? All are false only. Why? Because that total consciousness which is there, it cannot enter into the body. Jeev is not proved only. But ordinary person doesn't have that capacity to see that because he is too attached outside. Saiva maya parimohitatma shariramasthay karoti sarvam stri anna panadi vichitra bhogaihi saiva jagrit paritriptameti. He is quite involved with people. Stri, anna, pan, food, fame. He is very extrovert. Paranchikhani, Vidrat Swayambhu. He is after form, after years, after words, after family, after money, after fame, after film, after song, after grandchild, after great-grandchild, after marriage. अरे भाई, जरा सा अंदर भी तो देख लो. See yourself who you are. बोले, I don't have dispassion. I cannot leave this and think all these matters, This is only when they retire. I'll retire, then I'll see all this. I'm working. I'm 69. I'm not retired. Government retired me. But I have not retired still. I started my own business. I have no time. Once I retire, when you retire? After 75. After 75, when I retire, then I will listen to you. When my ears are not working, then I will listen to you. When I can't sit straight, then I'll come for meditation class. And when I can't see, I will read the scriptures. Never too late. Very involved. So Vedas came for a help. Vedas came for a help. Topic is Upasana, don't forget. Only what we didn't talk about Upasana. I'm not talk, wait. So Vedas came for a help. Vedas said, see, listen one thing, I'll tell you one thing. I said, please tell. Vedas said, you cannot see that. Well, I don't know. Because I can't, I have to see outside only. I have to hear. I like to see, hear, talk, smell, touch. I am very extrovert kind of person. But close your eyes, you have Sakshi Chaitanya. Sakshi is there. Well, Sakshi is the name of my cousin. Yesterday they were talking about Sakshi. है ना Sakshi नाम था ना Shivani and Sakshi. Okay. So how can I think? When you say Sakshi, I don't go to consciousness, I go to her. So yesterday she was telling about that. Her cousin, जिसकी शादी हुई, cousin got married. So cousin sister is Sakshi. Where is that consciousness? Where is this Sakshi? We are very cross. So here Vedas came. He said, wait, you cannot see that. I will give you one form. I will give you some form. Because you like to see, na? Yes. I'll give you some form. I'll give you some taste. I'll give you some ear. I will give you some bhajan. I'll use some beautiful form. Indra, Rudra, Agni, Ram, Krishna. I'll give you some form. Of the same thing is in the form now. You want to eat now? I'll give you some prasad. You want to smell now? I'll give you some flower and perfume. You want to touch now? I'll give you the murti of the God to touch now. So that your extrovertness can be divinized. I'll prepare you for that. I hope you got me. He doesn't have the capacity, therefore I give you one form. Nirveshesham param brahma sakshat kartum anishvara. One shlok comes, Nirveshesham parabrahma sakshat kartum anishvara. This attributeless one, Brahma, which one? O-M, which non-O-M, A-C-T. Non-objectifiable, non-material, non-attribute, non-changing and non-transient. That one I cannot see. I don't have a capacity to close my eyes and go there. I'm not a saint. I'm a very mortal kind of person. I'm a very worldly kind of person. I'm not a sage. I'm not a saint. I'm very mortal. I'm very extrovert, to be frankly speaking. I like good food also. I like good forms also. I can't fast in all these things. I like to hear good music also. I like some films also. I like to touch something good also, frankly speaking. But so I can't just quieten and go there what you are talking. Therefore Upanishad says, Nirveshesham parabrahma sakshat kartum anishvara. Those who are weak people, they can't go on their own self. Don't call me weak. Wait. Ye mandaha te anukampante savishesh nirupanai. So for these dull-witted people who cannot go to their own self, the Shruti is giving some form. That is called alamban. Because if that is also not there, this is all, you will have nothing to hold on now. You need an external form. You need a prop to hold your gross mind. Your mind is not settled to go there. Okay. Please note, don't think those who are worshipping they are gross. It is possible those they have that also and this also. But please note, what is non-objectifiable now is, therefore Hindu Dharma has everything to objectify now. Then Devatas came, Ishwar came, Ganpati Bappa, Moria, Moria, Moria. Ab I have something, cross is there. And now Ganesh Bhagwan came. Now Ram Bhagwan came. Now Shiv Bhagwan came. Now Krishna Bhagwan to hai. Now Devi Ji came. Agni Devata came. Vayu Devata came. Indra Devata came. Jai Pavan Sud Hanuman ki Jai. So this Bhagwan, Pavan Sud Hanuman came. Murugan Bhagwan came. ठीक है ना? और भगवान आ सकते हैं. All are to hold your mind from many unwanted places to one place. Mind should be employed. I hope this point is clear. Now it is easier for you to match it. बोले प्रसाद भी चढ़ा दिया. I went for Navratri prayers. Acha? We did part also. You are very satisfied because your senses were very involved. Very kya sajavat hui hai, what a beautiful murti. Oh, what a nice dress is there. Your mind gets involved. What a nice dress. Arey wah kya, what is a necklace? Kitna acha Devi ji ne necklace pehna. Dekho, dekho, wo dekho. Necklace. And Devi's eyes are like that. So you are only bade. How Bhagavan Krishna Karni Bansi. Nice hairs are up till here. So you are attracted to the long hair, long curly hairs. You did not have. At least Bhagavan has. So you are attracted. Kya achhe hair hai. A nice nose is there. It is to hold your mind. ठीक है, no problem. I have emotions also. But some small accident happened during the process. What accident happened? Dualists came. Some schools, they said this is the only Brahman, nothing else is there. This was a minor accident in between. They said that God which you are seeing is the only God. There is nothing else. You are different, God is different. And to refute this point, I hope you got my point. To refute this point, Upanishad is bluntly saying, know that to be Brahman, which is not objectified by speech. Rather, speech is because of that. Tad ev, nothing else. Tad ev Brahma, tvam vidhi. You know that. Nedam yadidam upase. Not the one whose upasana you do. Not the one whom you worship. That is one replica of that. That is a representation of that. Got my point now? Please note, it is not saying don't do upasana. Same Upanishad in the later part, you will see it will propose a lot of upasanas. All Upanishads are full of upasanas. Without grace of God, without upasana, you wouldn't have sitting. You are sitting here because you have done some upasana. Otherwise, Lord Shiva won't allow you. If you are here, then you have a grace of Lord, therefore you are pulled here. You have done some jap and some puja, some part, therefore you are here. Oh, thank you so much. So, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. So it is not that upasana is belittled. All great Vedantis are great upasak. I am sure and telling you, without extreme grace of God, you can't enter into Vedanta. An extreme upasana you cannot understand. You won't have subtlety of the mind. Don't misinterpret that this is belittling. It is not belittling. It is saying those who think this is everything and not that Brahman, there is nothing else. The Shruti is now saying, no, you are wrong. This is not the whole thing. There is a bigger picture of that. This is the point here. The first time I read, I got a shock. Because I have totally different view was there, but by God's grace, this thing got clarified. I'll put 1, 2 points, 2 or 3 points. Look, all the God, they are all relative. Jagadishwar, Jagata Ishwar, not only Ishwar. Nageshwar, Jagadishwar, he is the Ishwar of all Nag. No, I want relationless meaning of. God cannot be relationless. Anything with relation cannot be absolute. ईश्वर की जितनी परिभाषा है सब संबंध मूलक है. सीताराम, दशरथ नंदन राम, देवकी नंदन कृष्ण. Ishwar exists because of the world only. There is Ishwaratva in the Ishwar. Godness of the God is because of the Ishwar only, because of the world only. I went to some place, I asked somebody, who are you? He said, I am the principal of the school. So I said, where is the school? He said, not yet made. I said, teachers must be there, staff. He said, nothing is there. I said, any office must be there, any syllabus. He said, nothing. I said, when you don't have teacher, you don't have any property. You don't have any management. You don't have any trust. So Gochu, how come you are principal? You can be principal only with relation to the students. And teacher, कुछ तो रखो. एक भी टीचर रख लो तुम. एक टीचर एम्प्लॉय कर लो कहीं से भी. You can say, I am the principal. God exists only with relation to world. Without the world, God will not be God. He is pure consciousness then. This word called Ishwar is only with relation to Jagat. I hope you are understanding. Okay. I say no. What is it called? Netreshwar, Lord of Ishwar, Lord of eyes. Karaneshwar, Jiveshwar, Hridayeshwar. He is the Lord of my heart. Hridayeshwar, Jiveshwar, Vaneshwar, Vani ke Ishwar Saraswati ji. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे. है ना? अच्छा, बोले प्लीज सिंग द होल भजन. Class is different. She is the goddess of knowledge. Knowledgeless goddess is not there. Lakshmi ji is goddess of wealth. Wow. Goddess of. There is nothing called only God. When partition happened in India, one person in Punjab wrote his name, Lord Joginder Singh. So Lord Joginder Singh he wrote. So somebody said, how could you put the title Lord here? He said, my property was in Karachi side. I ran it. So I was a landlord. Land is there, only Lord is remaining. You cannot be Lord without a land. You are a landlord. भाई आप किसी के मालिक हो तब आपको भगवान बोलेंगे. ईश्वर्स ऑल डेफिनेशन इज संबंध मूलक. And therefore, Ishwaratva is relative. But the consciousness in the Ishwaratva is absolute. So Ishwar has two aspects. One is the pure consciousness which we talked in the second mantra, other than known and unknown. And other is his relative picture, which you do upasana. And therefore that cannot be absolute and final. So don't think, Mr. Dualist or Vishishta Dualist, that is final. They say nothing is there. How can you say nothing is there? So tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. Nidam, na idam. Not this which is known as dim, this. Na idam, idam vachya. Oh, I hope you understood that point. ठीक है? हाँ, जितने भी भगवान है ना, Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, I am not saying, I am quoting him straight away. You know what Bhagavan says? Ajo pisanna vyayatma. Bolo. Bhutanam ishvaro pisan. Bole Arjun, I am Aj. Not Aja. Aj. So, Aj means I am birthless. Ajopi son. Son means even though I am birthless, that means I am that non-constituent self. Bhutanam Ishwaropi son. I am the Lord of all. ठीक है, यहाँ तक तो पहली अलमत बोल दिया उन्होंने अपने को. Prakritim swam adhisthaya sambhavamya. Because of Maya I appear as Krishna. Lo. What appears from Maya cannot be right. Huh? So he says, because of Maya I appear as Krishna. Lagne do shock, lagne do. If you are getting some shock, don't worry. Don't forget that Krishna is really that. I'm not saying. He has taken a form. Being a formless, he has taken a form. And therefore in Ramayana, about Bhagavan Ram, you know what is written? Maya Manushya Marim. Well, where? That you find out. Maya Manushya Marim. Oh. With the grace of God only you can understand that. He will only reveal, then only you will know it. He has to unveil himself. If he doesn't want, you will not know all these things. Bhagavan Krishna, I tell you, he was so favorite of gopis, and gopis were so dear to him. When he went to Kurukshetra, when he was after 90, he called all gopis. He met after 80-90 years. You read in Bhagavad. And he gave the Upadesh of Kenopanishad. Bhagavan Krishna. And Gopi's subtle body got negated. Ling Sharir Bhang, that is the word used there. So first thing is, there is God which you see in the objective world, in Vrindavan, in Kailash, in Saket. The God in time and space, he has absolute existence also. And that absolute existence is of second verse, second mantra and third mantra. And which is you. Which is you. Huh? Me, yes. That means absolute form of God is me. The eye of me and eye of Lord Shiva is same. Exactly. Oh my God. When you meditate on Brahman and Lord Shiva meditates, both are same meditating. You are same. Only but I like the form. No, that is fine, no problem with that. But I like that. I also like that, no problem with that. But your Upanishad is saying, don't think he is only that much. Otherwise, what you will see, you will oppose other God. You become, this is called fanatic. Only Lord, this is great. No other Lord is there. But absolute. And then they will say, in Hinduism, why there are so many gods? In Hinduism, there is not many gods. Only one self God is there. He appears in so many forms. This is a charge again in Hinduism sometime. What you know about Hinduism? What you know from the Rishis Hinduism? Know, if you want to know Hindus, go and see the Vedas, not the television debate. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. Tad ev, which? Usko jano, kisko? That which is not the object of his speech. His speech illuminates that. This is one point about Upasana. Because all God will be, if you put any form will always be in space. Form will be in space. And Bhagavan himself says, Maya tatamidam sarvam, I pervade everything. If you put Bhagavan in only one form, how will you pervade everything? Well, small Krishnas are there. Many small Krishnas like this, stacked together. Achha. In between small Krishnas, there is a space. What about that? Well, in that small Krishnas are there. You keep on putting. No, but some space will be already there, foolish. Because when he will have a form, any boundary means you are outside, you are not there. If Lord Krishnas are like that only, so outside Lord Krishna, there is who is there then? Well, I told you to put many Krishnas. Arey bhai, jitna bhi dalo, kuch to end hoga na unka. So when somewhere his head will be ending, so outside that what will be there? No, don't talk about that. By इसीलिए भगवान is saying मया ततमिदम सर्वम जगद अव्यक्तम अव्यक्त मूर्ति ना. He himself is saying, well, I don't consider that श्लोक is right. चलो अच्छी बात है. What is Lord? You have to know from Upanishad, not from your imagination. I hope this point is little clear. And therefore Bhagavan says in the Nine that Manushim Tanumashata. People think I am only human being. Param Bhava Majananta. They don't know my complete form. This is one point. Second point, there's a lot of thinking is there. I am giving a very small part of the whole point. This is one point. Second point is, out of the whole Panch Mahabhut, one small piece of Panch Mahabhut is called Brahmand. What? Out of the five elements, Brahmand is only one small point of five elements. Out of the Brahmand, this lok, Prithvi lok, is another small five. Out of that small, one dham is a small part of that. In that dham, one God appears, which is small. And please note, the five element is only a small part of the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is a small part of the Maya. And Maya is almost non-existence in the total consciousness. So this Maya and company, Maya means Maya, Hiranyagarbha, it's a bacche kacche Maya. Maya, Hiranyagarbha, or Virat, five element, Brahmand, and Brahmand, Prithilok, then all these things, they are very small part of the whole. I ask you a question. How can the whole have a part? Supposing something is having a shape, something can be quantified, then you can have a part. Something which cannot be quantified can't have a part. You can't have a part of space. Why? Because multiplied by what you will get the total space. So there is no part possible in the whole. Simple mathematics. Bhagavan says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke. Ansh Iva. As if Ansh is there. Okay. This is second point. So therefore, Upanishad is very, very strongly saying, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi Nedam Yadidam Upasana. I should not do upasana. This is not being said. It is saying, no, God has two forms. One is absolute one, and other is relative form. Relative to me, कर्म फल दाता. अब बताओ, अब भगवान को कर्ता बना दिया, कर्म फल दाता ईश्वर हो गया. इस कर्म फल दाता ईश्वर. देखो, the very essence of upasana, I tell you what is there. Anya anyasmin buddhi. You put bhav of something in something else. In our house, the puja was there of, supadi and cow dung, Gobar Ganesh puja. So on the cow dung, they superimpose Ganesh ji. And on the betel net, they superimpose Parvati ji. All puja is going on. गोबर गणेश की पूजा हो रही है. इसको उपासना बोलते हैं. उपासना मीन्स ऑन समथिंग स्मॉल एंड फाइनाइट यू आर सुपरइम्पोजिंग समथिंग इनफाइनाइट एंड अनसीन. You have a bucket full of water, supposing. You touch it. Gange Jayamune Jaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Guru. Lo. 7 rivers they superimposed in a half bucket of water because water was not coming. 7 rivers. Gange Jayamune Jaiva Godavari Saraswati नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु. ये उपासना हो गई. इन उपासना यू सुपर इम्पोज योर भाव ऑन समथिंग एंड यू आर फ्री. अच्छा, हाँ. See, there is something called Kartru Tantra, there is something called Vastu Tantra. Very popular words of Vedanta, but you have to hear all these things. What tantra? Tantra mantra? No. I am saying Kartru Tantra and there is something called Vastu Tantra. Vastu Tantra means it is same for everybody. I say fire. I say fire. Fire is for everybody. American, African, Zulu. Everybody will say it's a fire. Fire is hot. Kozas. Kosa is also there. Kozas. They will also say. It's a tribe here. Kosa is a tribe. I think Mandela belongs to Kosa tribe. Different tribes. Indian, South Indian, American, North Indian, Gujarati, Marathi. Acha, Tulu. Tulu is from India, from Bangalore, Karnataka. Tulu tribe. Not tribe, Tulu. Acha, Or lot of everybody fire is hot. Fire is fire. I see fire. This is Vastu Tantra or Kartru Tantra. I am just saying as it is. No, Agni is Devata. Now this has become Kartru Tantra. Kartru Tantra. I am superimposing from my side something big on that. I see a woman. Well, who is she? Well, that woman is there with the blue sari. Kartru Tantra or Vastu Tantra? Vastu Tantra. But that woman is like my mother. Now this says, and Matra Devo Bhava. She is my mother, not only my mother, but she is like goddess for me. Acha, she is my goddess. She is my ideal. She is my inspiration. This is Upasana. Knowledge does not change an object. Upasana changes the object in your mind. In your mind, Upasana, the object of Upasana is in your mind. Because Upasana is meant to make your mind. This is small points are there. Okay. Outside it can be same. So Ras Leela is held. In Vrindavan, lot of Ras Leelas are held. I have seen lot of Ras Leela in my childhood. So one has become Radha, other is called Krishna, other is called Gopi. They are doing Ras. They are performing Leelas. One Kaliya Mardan is there. One Gopi has become snake, other jumped on her. And he has become Krishna. Okay? So after Ras Leela is over, all the audience come and prostrate to that boy who has become Krishna. He is standing like this. And Radhaji is also there. Both are like that. Both are standing. Sometimes Krishna is girl only. You couldn't get a beautiful boy. So the girl has become Krishna. हमने बहुत देखा है सब. Whole childhood went in all this, seeing all these things. Okay. After the Ras Leela got over, सब प्रणाम किया. They offered some money also, fruit also. Sashtang pranam kiya. I mean, saint like Karpatri ji used to do pranam. Forget about anybody else. After Ras Leela got over, so there is one manager of that. Hey, Basri do. Basri, give me the Basri. Give me this. He took out all the clothes of that Krishna. And sometimes they fight also. मार भी देते थे उसको. After that, मारपीट भी हो जाती थी. They're hitting each other, or the Ras Leela person who manager is hitting the one who has become Krishna. But during that time, bhav was of Krishna. And he will have fruit of Krishna. This is upasana. Anye anyasmin. On that boy, simple boy, a simple girl, you have a buddhi of Krishna. And unless you have buddhi, you cannot have bhav. You cannot have bhav. And sometimes while Ras Leela is going on, so other person will come from the bottom. Well, you know this, who has become Krishna? He is Lallu Balwai. देखो भाव मत बिगाड़ो. Got my point ना? वो भाव बनाने के लिए है वो. Upasana is to catch your mind so that you get purified and you get param bhavam jananta mama bhut maheshwar. Okay. So upasana is another topic and jnana is another topic. My simple request is don't mix the two. When you are doing upasana, don't think of the consciousness. It's a different realm is there. When you are going to a mother, you don't think mother you are Brahman. Don't say like that. The Guru bole Guru you are Brahman. You live with the Guru, you are doing upasana. You see the one person in flesh and bones, bole Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo. अरे कहाँ ब्रह्मा जी हैं ये? कहाँ विष्णु जी हैं ये? So on that one body, finite body, you are superimposing. This is for my mind to uplift actually. Because my mind is very low, I need a prop to lift. I see my Guru and my mind is happy. बोले भगवान की जय हो. वंदे बोधमयम नित्यम गुरुम शंकर रूपिणम. तो आपका माइंड ऊपर हो गया. Because you need some physical form. I can't pray to the God, I want some living God whom I can see. बंदो गुरुपद कंज कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि. देखो क्या बोला गोस्वामी जी ने. बोले इज अ ह्यूमन नर रूप हरि. ही इज अ विष्णु भगवान in the human form. I offer my salutations to. ये सब उपासना हो गई। By upasana, you lift your mind. Your sense organ get a very divine altar to hold. You collect your thoughts. I got my point. Your sense organ get a healthy diet. It is now devasanized and it is divinized. After that divinized mind, then the Guru will say that this Bhagwan in essence is the same consciousness. राम स्वरूप तुम्हार बचन अगोचर बुद्धि पर. Valmiki ji tells to Bhagwan Ram that Ram Swarup Tumhar, Bachan Agochar, it cannot be comprehended by speech. Valmiki ji had read Kenopanishad. Ram Swarup Tumhar, Bachan Agochar Buddhi Par. Oh. Yad Vacha Nabhyuttam. ठीक है ना? पकड़ लेना. Shivji defines Bhagwan Ram in Ramayana. जेहि जानई जग जाई हिराई जानत. बोले by knowing whom world is lost. जागे जथा सपन भ्रम जाई बंदेव राम बाल रूप सोई रामो. By knowing whom world disappears. This is his aradhya. अवजानन्ति मां मूढ़ाः. हाँ बोलो भाई. अवजानन्ति मां मूढ़ाः मानुषीं तनुमाश्रितं परम भावमजानन्तः मम भूत महेश्वरम. बोले I need a starter. I have a starting problem. So those who are murkh, Bhagwan is saying, I am not saying. They belittle me. Avjananti. By thinking I am only human form. Avjananti mam moodaha manushim tanmuashit. Param bhavam ajananta. They don't know my absolute nature. Mam bhuta maheshwaram. I hope you are clear about both. So that is not whose upasana you do. So Brahman is there. You should do upasana, it is not a question. But don't think this is the only God. There is nothing else. There is no infinite form of, there is no essence of that. When Bhagwan Krishna left for Golok, where he went? Do you think he went in some space? When he was Krishna, was he not all pervasive? While being in the form, was he not in all hearts? Was he not as the self? Is he not the self? Right now also he is not yourself. Bhagwan did not go anywhere. He is there, he was there. जैसे बोले भाई प्रकट कर पाला. He manifests, he expresses. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.